Good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining in. Glad here that you all have joined in and taken the time out to meet us, everybody. We already have Ronny Hermosa on the call with us, so thank you so much for joining. He would be the next participant. So it's amazing to have you here. Thank you so much for Ronny for joining in from Australia directly and taking the time out today. For those of you who have just joined in, I mean, we've been in conversation and it was a great find. So thank you to the team Spire Summit to help us connect with him. I've seen his work personally and I'm blown away with what he does. For those of you who don't know, Ronny Hermosa is the community education lead at Canva. And I've seen his channel also, and there's a channel called Design with Canva, where I think close to 200,000 people follow you. And I just saw this one video that you made yesterday, or probably a few days earlier, where China's Guangzhou city was actually shown in that Canva video. Amazing stuff that you're sharing. So great job there. So he's also a creator and also creates a lot of educational content teaching Canva users how to achieve their personal and professional goals. Aside from Canva, Ronny also teaches almost 160,000 people or students on Udemy, Skillshare, and via his personal YouTube channel. So thank you, Ronny, for joining us. Great pleasure to have you here.
Thank you very much for this lovely introduction. Yeah, I'm flattered to be here today. Thank you guys at Knorish for inviting me to be part of this summit. I have a very strong connection with India. I've been to India 6-7 times. I've worked there a lot of times. So for me, it's very special to be talking in front of an Indian audience today, and I'm very honored to do so. So I don't know if there is much more to say about me. You kind of browse a very nice panorama of what I do. So I work at Canva as a community education lead, but more particularly what I do at Canva is really managing the Canva YouTube channel. So I create myself some content for this YouTube channel, but I also, and most importantly, kind of drive the channel in terms of strategy, content strategy, make sure the content created by all the other teams actually reach our users. We have webinars, we have courses, we have how-to tutorials, we have all sorts of educational content. It's mostly educational. We do have some entertaining and more like inspirational content as well, but it's mostly about education. And apart from that, I run also another YouTube channel, my personal YouTube channel that I run with my wife. And we do tutorials about Canva for a change. So yeah, today we are going to talk about different ways of making money with Canva. I believe it is super important in today's day and age to understand how to monetize content. I heard the question before with Sanjeev, and it is a great question. It is a question on everybody's lips, like how do we monetize? How do we earn money by making and pursuing what we love doing? So this is actually the topic of today's session. So in order to get there, we are going to run through 4 different sections in this presentation. I will start with what is Canva. Then we will talk about the opportunities that are opening up to you as a content creator today in 2022 almost. Then I will talk about how to start earning fast, like how to start making money, because this is pretty much why everybody is here connected today. And then I will finish with some very concrete action steps that you can take today to start your journey and start earning while using Canva. All right, so without further ado, we have a lot of things to cover today. So I'm not gonna waffle around any longer, and we are just going to jump right in. There will be a Q&A at the end of this session, I do believe, if I remember correctly. Yep. So if you have a question, you can use the Q&A panel in the chat box, but the questions will be kind of brought back to me at the end of the session. And I do want some questions, so make sure you write them down or pop them in the chat so we can address them later. So first, what is Canva? By show of hands, like, let me know who here has already used Canva. I'd like to see, I'm curious to see if many people have used Canva. So let me open the chat very quick right here. Let's see if I can see the chat. Yes, I can. Let me say if you have used Canva before, always use me, sir. Yes. Amazing. Yeah, I'm a designer too. Yes, yes. So a lot of you guys already know Canva, which I'm very pleased about that. Well, and for those of you who don't know Canva yet, Canva is a free design platform. It's a free tool. You can visit canva.com and start designing today, even without creating an account. You don't need to sign up for start designing with Canva. Of course, we would love for you to sign up with a new Canva account if you don't already have one. But yeah, Canva is a free design platform that you can start using today. Okay, yes, but more than a design platform, Canva is a company. We are more than a product. We are a company with a very ambitious mission. And that mission is to empower the entire world to design. And we are doing okay so far with over 80 million active users. We are doubling in size almost every year. And we are present in every country in over 100 languages, including Hindi. But as our founder, Melanie Perkins, likes to say, we are only 1% of the way there. And I like this, and it's kind of like a motto at Canva, only 1% of the way there, because our vision is very ambitious. We want everyone, everywhere, to achieve their goals through design. There's one value. We have 6 values at Canva. One of these values is to set crazy big goals and then to make them happen. So, and we love to share that value with the rest of our community. And so our job at Canva is to help you and help everyone achieve their goals, big and small, everywhere. That is really what Canva is all about. And one of the biggest strengths of Canva is for sure its template library. We have templates for all types of design projects, so you can start inspired and not have to begin with an intimidating blank page. You know, for people who don't have a lot of design experience, we might not feel super comfortable with IT, with tech and all the computer stuff, it might be very intimidating to open up a new platform. You just signed up, you don't understand it, you see all these things going on, photos, lines, shapes, buttons everywhere, and a blank page. Where do I start? So we don't really want that to happen to you. We want to make things easy. Making complex things simple is another Canva value. And I believe the 600,000 templates or so that we have in our library, in Canva's library, are really helping people every day to create design, even though they have no design background. So the Canva template library is for sure one of the strengths of Canva. You start inspired. And one of our main focuses is, of course, to, because we want to empower everyone to design, not just people in the United States or people who have an Apple iPhone. We want to empower everyone, and we want every user to have a delightful experience on every device. So even if you don't have a computer, you can still design with ease with Canva, using your smartphone, using your tablet. Canva runs on every platform. Okay, so that's step number one. One down, guys. We've covered what Canva is. And so, but really to understand what Canva is and what it can do, I really invite you to try it, because once you try it and you see how easy it is to design and achieve great design results with Canvas from the first time you will use it, you will really understand what it is about and why it has become and grown so popular. So now I'd like to move on to the second section of this presentation and talk about the opportunities Canva can open up for you. Okay, now who is ready to hear about how Canva can help you make some money? Show me some hands, or better yet, like show me like your favorite emoji. What's the one emoji you use all the time? Like me, I love the jazz hand emoji, because this one, like I always use this when I reply in my YouTube comments. So what's your favorite? The jazz hands, rocket, the rock and roll. I like that, champagne, wave. I love this emoji. I don't know, like I don't know what my life would be without emojis, but they're like a real part of my everyday life. So yeah, let's move on. Let's talk about how we can, let's talk about this opportunity, right? And when I talk about the opportunity, I like to start here. So 57% of the world's population now uses social media. Okay, that is roughly 4.5 billion people. And so we understand the importance of mastering content for social media. If we dig deeper, we can see that the average person spends 2.5 hours per day on social media. So it's not just a lot of people, it's a lot of people for quite a long time every day. Okay, we are living through a fundamental shift in the way we consume our information. Some call it a shift in where the attention of consumers is. For many companies, marketing for a very long time consisted in pushing a message to the masses. Okay, so companies were spending money on visibility through print media, TV, radio, billboards. And during this era of marketing, awareness was key. Okay, so people were just creating campaigns and messaging, and they were pushing these campaigns through the traditional media where everyone was kind of paying attention: newspaper, radio, TV, etc. But today, things are quite different. Okay, it's not about so much about buying these media so that you get more eyeballs on your brand and your sales would go up automatically. The more you pay, the more sales. It's not like that exactly anymore. Today, people are no longer watching TV like they used to, or they're certainly not paying attention when an ad break is interrupting their movie experience. What does everybody do when there is an ad on TV? Well, they just grab their smartphone and they go check Facebook or WhatsApp or whatever. So today, the attention is on social media and digital. And if you don't believe me, just have a look at these two pictures that I candidly took during some of my travels. This is in the Bangkok SkyTrain. Okay, and maybe closer to you, this is another photo that I took in the Delhi subway about 2 or 3 years ago. You can see phones are a little bit they look more new today than what it was at this time. But in both of these pictures, people are glued to their smartphones. They're consuming all sorts of digital content. Now, this is the opportunity I'm talking about. Creating digital content and investing time and efforts in building your personal brand on these digital platforms is the biggest opportunity of this day and age. Now, this is super important, guys. So it is that important. I'm going to repeat this sentence. Creating content and building your personal brand on these digital platforms is the biggest opportunity presented to you today. Okay, and the good news is that today everybody can be a content creator. Indeed, you all have the tools that you need right there on your desk, in your pocket. Nike said, if you have a body, you are an athlete. Well, today we could say, if you have a smartphone, you are a content creator, right? Anybody can pull out their smartphone and start creating content and share it for free to potentially millions of people on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, wherever. This, my friends, it's a huge opportunity. It was not possible 15 years ago. It is possible today because attention has shifted to social media and digital, and technology has evolved. We all have a smartphone. 15 years ago, it would require huge cameras and millions of dollars to reach that many people with your message. And therefore, it was only the privilege of rich media companies or rich brands. Today, you can do it for free with your phone. Huge opportunity. Okay, so that kind of concludes the second part of the presentation. The one where I kind of tease you with the opportunity. And I'm glad that we are moving along smoothly, pretty smoothly. I had a little problem with the slides at the beginning, but I don't think you've missed much. I think that's pretty much the core of the presentation is coming now, my next point, right? How to start earning fast. So let's see how you can start making some money with Canva. And for that, I would like to use and to introduce a fictional character that I've created for you. She's fictional, but not so fictional. You'll see, those of you who know me might see some resemblances. Let me introduce you to Revita. Okay, Revita is a content creator. She creates educational content about Canva for her audience. She has a YouTube channel, and also she's very active on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. She understands the value of building an audience or building a community and how valuable content can contribute, like publishing valuable content can contribute to building that following on social media. Revita's core content is educational. Okay, she teaches people how to become a better designer with Canva. And she even has a couple of online courses on platforms like Udemy and Skillshare. Not yet on Knorish, but who knows what might happen after this session, right? And she also designs templates with Canva. And these templates, she also monetizes the templates. So on this slide, you can see 8 different ways that Revita is actually making money with her business. And guys, this is the slide you might want to screenshot. Now, Revita, she might be a fictional character, but I do know a bunch of people, okay, and my partner included, who are actually making a living teaching about things they are passionate about online. This is really the opportunity I was talking about, okay? The attention is in the right place and technology is there, so you can do it. So this is real, and it is all made possible because anybody can now create this digital content and reach potentially millions of people. So thanks to our smartphones, social media, and tools like Canva that can help us create super easily like quality content that you will share. All right, let me come back to Revita and show you how Revita actually started this whole business, because she didn't start with 8 different streams of income. She actually started using Canva herself, right? She loved using Canva, and she loved it so much that she quickly became quite good at it. So she educated herself, and soon she realized that her friends and entourage were reaching out to her with some questions about Canva. Hey, Revita, how do I create a Facebook banner with Canva? How can I design a LinkedIn profile picture? How can I design a newsletter with Canva? Can I do that? Well, at first, she was answering these questions for free on WhatsApp to her friends and family members, and then on different social media platforms she was active in. But the questions kept coming. So this is where Revita realized there was an opportunity there, an opportunity to sell private coaching and training to people on how to use Canva. Let me get a sip of water. So naturally, she started teaching and charging for the sessions. At first, it was only to a few people, okay, that had heard about her through word of mouth or recommendation. But she was smart enough, straight from the beginning, to ask for endorsement after delivering training sessions. Now, that was a very smart move. She asked every single person she trained if they could give her a video testimonial, right? So after teaching, she set her smartphone on a tripod and asked participants what they had learned during their session with her. She asked them about the impact her teaching had made on their own career or lives or projects, and if they would recommend her to other people who wish to also learn about using Canva. And of course, everybody gladly accepted to do so, and soon Revita had a large collection of excellent testimonials. Also, these one-on-one sessions, they helped her become a better teacher. Indeed, she was learning from every session, discovering more about her audience's needs and the challenges they were facing. So she was ready to scale. She had developed an expertise in teaching and in understanding her audience. And she had a bunch of really good testimonials, like kind of venting her training session. So she was ready to go to the next level. And that's exactly what she did. She moved to teaching groups. She moved to teaching one-on-one to teaching groups, and groups of 10 or 20 people at the time. And obviously making way more money per session, because now instead of one person paying, they were like 10 to 20 people paying for that same knowledge. So on this slide, you can actually see the evolution of how much more impact she is now making, reaching 100, 200 people. Okay, so at this stage, Revita fully realized that there was a massive market out there, and one that kept growing every day, right? Like I said earlier in this presentation, Canva has over 80 million monthly active users. Now, monthly active users means people who are using Canva at least 3 times per month. Now, Revita knows that because she follows the Canva actuality, because she wants to stay relevant and up to date in her training sessions. So she heard about Canva's 80 million monthly active users. What she doesn't know is that apart from these 80 million people who use Canva at least 3 times a month, there are at least 10 times this number of users who only use Canva once or twice per month. And that's a lot of people, even at Indian scale. So the reason why these people are not using Canva more, well, they just don't know enough about it. And that's exactly where Revita's teachings come in. Okay. Now, Revita is a smart lady. She saw in that huge market an opportunity to scale her impact and her income. So what did she do? Well, easy. She decided that she would take the knowledge she was teaching in her sessions and put that into an online course. So she got to work, she locked herself in a co-working space for a couple of months, and she used Canva to create a really good video course on how to use Canva. Genius, right? Well, this allowed Revita to go from reaching a few hundred people to reaching thousands of students as her course starting to rank on platforms like Udemy and Skillshare. Now, she's done a lot of work already. Like she's grown quite a bit, but if you want the big numbers, you have to take it to YouTube, okay? Because YouTube, 2 billion monthly active users, it's huge. YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google. It belongs to Google. Revita knows that. She's a smart business entrepreneur, businesswoman. So, and she had the really good idea, and that was kind of a lifesaver. She had the really good idea to start her YouTube channel early in her journey when she launched her first course. And YouTube was, at the beginning, it was just a side project for her at first. Her training and courses was where she was really focusing her time and attention. And her channel didn't really grow much, to be honest, for the first 2 years. But still, she kept posting regular video content there as additional material for the students enrolled in her courses. Okay, fast forward a little bit. She now had over 100 videos on YouTube. The channel was quite small still, but she noticed that it was starting to pick up, okay? The channel was starting to gain some traction. So she started to become more serious about YouTube, sticking to a strict 2 video per week schedule. And she started optimizing everything she could, like titles, descriptions, tags, thumbnails. Of course, she was using Canva to create her thumbnails. And pretty soon, the channel grew bigger and bigger. She passed the 1,000 subscriber milestone, which unlocked YouTube's partner program, which means that she could now start to monetize her channel, her content. So the YouTube game was on. And she could now reach more people with her tutorial, which opened up new ways of earning an income. So if we come back to our graph right here with the different ways of making money, this is where Revita is at the moment, right? She sells private coaching, group coaching. She sells online courses, and she's making money via the Google AdSense program, which is the advertising that Google places on her YouTube videos. So 3 different streams of income right now. And she's not going to stop there. I told you, she's ambitious, and she knows her stuff. So Revita is going to go the next step. She wants to keep building her business. So she thought long and hard about other ways on how she could do that. She has a growing audience on YouTube, and she has the knowledge about Canva. So this is what she came up with, okay? Her YouTube channel had now grown over 5,000 subscribers, and she has built a loyal following on that platform of people who love her content, her tutorials, but also obviously people who love using Canva. So Revita applied for and got accepted in Canva's affiliate program. She could now promote Canva Pro, Canva's paid offer, to her channel subscribers with her unique referral link, earning money for every person who signed up for Canva via her link. So affiliate marketing, pretty smart. Also, as the channel grew and her reputation also grew along, she started being asked to do speaking engagement, kind of like what I'm doing here today. I'm sure the people at Knorish must have been watching what I'm doing on my YouTube channel because, yeah, I'm here today speaking to you about Canva and YouTube. So that brings up the total of income stream to 5, if I'm not mistaken. The 6th stream of income came from other brands willing to sponsor some of her videos on YouTube. Okay, those are brands that see an opportunity in her very targeted audience, people who love to design and love to use Canva. So brands see that opportunity to be exposed to showcase their product or services in front of a very carefully segmented audience that she had created via her channel. And they were now ready to pay some real dollars to sponsor one of her videos so that she could maybe mention or promote what they were selling. So that's the 6th opportunity to make an income. Now, it is already pretty amazing how Revita went from teaching to a few friends and family members to running a full-time business that was generating enough money to maintain herself and her family. But the real beauty of all of this is that this business model is fully and perfectly scalable. Okay, it's not just like a business, it is a scalable business. The more subscribers she gets on YouTube, the more people will buy her courses, and the more people will sign up to Canva via her affiliate link, the more she will generate in Google AdSense, the more brands will want to sponsor her content. It's just a vicious, virtuous circle, not vicious, but virtuous circle of growth. So she was doing great. She was doing so great, actually, that she decided to hire a video editor. And that helped her free up some of her time that she was doing, editing her own videos. Now she has a video editor that actually edits better than her and faster than her. And she has a bunch of free time on her hands. So she used that free time to generate even more streams of income. Told you she was ambitious. So Revita heard about that other opportunity with Canva to earn some extra money by creating and selling Canva templates. And this program is called the Canva Creators. You can Google that, Canva Creators. So she signed up for that program and she started contributing beautiful templates to the Canva library. And she created nice templates about Indian holidays and very specifically culturally relevant content that would be surfaced in the Canva library to specific Indian users. And every time a user would use some of her templates, she will earn some royalties and she would get paid by Canva every month to do so. So there we go. I think we covered the full circle. That's 8 different ways of monetizing. These are concrete answers, guys. I just gave you 8 real life opportunities to monetize your educational content. And you don't have to create content about Canva per se. You can create content about anything you like. It's just that Canva is a fully functioning machine, 80 million active users. It's like jumping on a train which is already going full steam, so you kind of benefit from this traction. But yeah, and this is not just all fake example and make believes. Let me introduce you to one of my friends right here who is also part of our community, Canva community. Her name is Hina. Hina Sheikh from Chhattisgarh. I've never been to Chhattisgarh, but I've looked it up on the map and I've seen that it's close to Odisha. And she's doing exactly that. That's her Instagram. She has close to 30,000 followers on Instagram. And she's telling other people about how to make money from Canva, as you can see on this slide. So you can see, number 1, sell Canva templates. Number 2, content creation services. Number 3, Canva coaching, one-on-one or groups. Number 4, become a Canva creator. Number 5, a Canva affiliate. So there are people all over the world following this formula or a very similar formula and making a good living just by using Canva as their main creative tool. Wow, that was pretty intense. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'd love to check the chat at this time. Yeah, some really good feedback there. I will download this chat and look at it later because I was very focused on what I was saying here. And we are quite close to the end already of my presentation, but I want to wrap it up by giving you some really actionable steps so you can start your journey as a content creator today. All right, but before we do that, let's recap. I always like to finish my sessions by making sure you bring the main points home together with you. So this one is also worth screenshotting. Okay, so the first step is to set a crazy big goal for yourself. And then you will have to make it happen, obviously. But my crazy big goal was to empower as many people as I can by teaching them how to use Canva so that they can achieve their own goals. Okay, personal goals, career goals, entrepreneur goals. I myself leverage the power of Canva to build a nonprofit organization and to build a course and to build a YouTube, etc., etc. Okay, so if I did it, you can do it too. So set yourself a crazy big goal and then commit to making it happen. Could be a goal in terms of impact you want to have. It could be a goal in terms of money you want to generate, people you want to help, anything really. But having a goal is crucial. Next, you have to realize that the attention is shifting to mobile and social media. This is the opportunity I talked about at the beginning of the presentation. So you have to fully understand that your content needs to live on these platforms. The good news is that you have all that you need in your pocket. I don't want to hear the excuse that you don't have a fancy camera. You do have a smartphone. I'm not saying you will spend your entire YouTuber career making and shooting videos with your smartphone. You probably won't, but you will make some money. You can start today with your phone. And then as you grow, as you make some money, just like Revita, you can invest in your business and you can invest in the full studio with lights and ring lights and fancy cameras and microphones. But you don't need that to start. Like you can start with what you have, and you all have a smartphone. Okay, number 4, start small and make your learns. Just like Revita, she started actually answering her friends' questions about Canva and hanging out in Facebook groups and Facebook communities and just sharing what she knew. And then she found her first one-on-one client and then group and then course and etc. So you start small and you keep building and you learn in the process. Next, teaching can scale quickly. Educational content for me is the most noble type of content you can create. it's easy to dance around on TikTok or to, I don't know, just shock people with like clickbait thumbnails or, you know, but if you bring value to people, they will stick around, they will support you. If you can improve the lives of people with your content, make them grow, make them evolve as a human being, empower them, they will stick around and they will love you. They will love your content. They will stay there. So teaching can scale very quickly, especially today that universities are becoming some kind of a joke. I mean, who wants to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars and have to pay for 20 years in their lives and have to find a job after you're done with your heavy debt at school? Like, I don't think this model is gonna continue for very long now that you can pretty much learn anything online. So think about all of this. And then finally, like, you have to think and you have to be able to see the opportunities when they open up to you. So here, different opportunities. For Revita, it was understanding the affiliate opportunities with Canva, the YouTube game, selling templates, like freeing up some of her time doing some stuff that other people could do so she could focus on higher value tasks, like developing her business. All of these things are super important when you are an entrepreneur, a digital content creator. So this is the takeaway, guys. Now, let me show you 2 concrete steps for you to get started today. The first one here is a link to the Canva Design School. So Canva Design School is a landing page where you will find free courses, free tutorials, all our webinar recordings, so all of that good stuff. So you can scan the QR code, or if you are familiar with Canva, you can just find the little Learn tab on the Canva homepage. And there you'll see tutorials and courses, etc. Or if you prefer YouTube, like I do, you can scan this one code and you will land on the YouTube channel that I manage for Canva. And there you will find even more educational content. You will find all of our tutorials created by people at Canva, myself, the community, the Canva expert. We call them the Canva certified creatives. So these are people from all over the world. They have really good tutorials as well. You will find our webinar recordings. You'll find free courses, etc., etc. There are, like, we post videos every day of the week. Today, I just posted a bunch of educational videos for Canva for Education. So if you're a teacher, you can use Canva in the classroom. I just published 2 playlists today about this. So yeah, scan the code. It would make me really happy as well, because I manage the channel. If you do scan the code and join the channel today, leave me a message on any of the videos. Say, hey, Ronny, I came from the webinar, and I will write you back. And then finally, we'd love to have your feedback. Like this presentation, again, I'm sorry about the not showing my slides in the beginning. I don't think you missed something too important. The beginning was basically check out Canva, canva.com. Try it out for yourself, see for yourself. But yeah, leave us a feedback. This is a link to a feedback form that will allow us to improve on how we deliver these sessions. We'd be really happy to hear what you think. That's what I had for you today, and I'm super stoked about answering some of your questions.
Thank you, Ronny. So that was really a great session indeed. Got to learn a lot, especially the content creator space that Canva has created for submitting templates. That's a great insight for everybody. Anybody can start. In fact, a lot of the people who are working with us at Knorish, some of them are known to also be part of that community. So yeah. I have a lot of great questions that I wanted to quickly ask, and some of the questions are really amazing. I wanted to quickly pick up a few that people have asked in the Q&A section. So if you have any more questions, people in the audience, this would be the right time to submit all your questions in the Q&A section. Now, there is one which I really want to start with. Nikhil has asked this question: where did you get your inspiration for what you're doing now? Do you see your efforts actually bringing the change you wanted or aspired for? That's the interesting bit of the question.
Yeah, I love this question, Nikhil. Where did I find the inspiration? Well, I always loved teaching to start with. I actually discovered Canva. I was not working for Canva. I was not creating content for Canva. I just discovered Canva as I was running my nonprofit organization. I spent 8 years traveling around the world. That's where I got to go to India several times, making videos to promote the work of other nonprofits. And so to find clients and find projects for this project, I used Canva. Well, I used to use Photoshop, and then I discovered Canva, and I say, well, forget Photoshop. I'm going with Canva. It's much easier.
Yes.
And so I started using Canva to design project proposals. And I would use these decks to pitch my services to new projects. And I found like that it allowed me to create really cool project proposals. I was sending them to clients. They looked so professional that they thought, oh, this guy must be a big agency. It was really me in some cafe somewhere in Dharamsala to try to get my next project to move on to find my next job. So I was using Canva this way. And then as I was working with all these nonprofits, I realized they all kind of suffered from the same shortcomings, right, for their marketing efforts. They all needed a better website. They all needed a better visual identity. They all needed to understand the social media game, how to communicate on these new platforms. And so I started teaching. Like Revita it's me. I really went through all of these steps. That's why the story might seem so real. And so like I was so into it because it's my story. And so, yeah, I just went like from teaching organizations to creating this online course. And today, like with YouTube, what really pushes me to continue is to see all the great comments. I read all the comments. I mean, it's hard to keep up with all the comments, but there's so much positive feedback in there that this is really what keeps me doing it. That's my inspiration to answer your question, Nikhil. Like that's where I find my strength to create more content, that the value I can bring to people and what they can do with this knowledge.
And the impact that it is creating for people, just like the teenager, the young ladies photograph you shared, I'm sure there are thousands, if not millions or hundreds of thousands of people who are already doing this. And so not only is it an inspiration for them, it also becomes an income source. And especially, with what's going on in the world now, I mean, it's amazing how with just a phone, you can do so much, right? So the next follow-up question that I wanted to kind of connect with that is that you spoke about website help. So Dipanshu Saini, I think I'm pronouncing the name correctly, asked the question, is Canva also willing to focus on helping create website pages in some way?
Yes.
Do you see a future there?
Yeah, definitely. Canva already has a website document type. So you can create, I would say, simple website, like scrolling website with Canva. You can actually export any design as a website. So you create a presentation in Canva, and then you very quickly click on publish as a website. And then Canva will generate a link. It will be hosted under Canva for now. But yeah, you can already create websites, and they look good on mobile, they look good on desktop, they look good on tablet. And I know that Canva is also working on Canva sites. So this has not launched officially yet, but it is coming. It is coming relatively soon. So I cannot talk too much about it because I'm kind of bound by the secret, but it's already been pitched once in a public event. So I can say that much, that Canva site is coming. Yeah, you will be able to host them on your own private domain as well. So that was a big, I would say, shortcoming of the existing Canva website, but the next iteration of Canva websites will be offering more control over like hosting and all this kind of stuff.
That is really going to be a game changer. I mean, that's one, when we talk about, and this today's session is primarily for creators, especially people who are coaches, trainers, and experts. And one thing a lot of people struggle, which Canva is trying to solve, is how not to use heavy softwares and quickly create something, even if you're absolutely new at it. So they're eliminating that problem. And so websites, is the natural extension of what Canva is doing. I'm super excited to actually see that happen and come live. So quickly moving on, because there are questions pouring on. So Abhishek Tripathi is asking, if you're starting out, we can't be present in all platforms. I think you've answered this question in some form, but I'll still ask, what's your preference in terms of, I believe, online platforms for personal brand building and content creation in coming years?
Yep. So it really depends on a couple of things. Like choosing your platform, it's a common question, right? Like every content creator kind of stumble upon this one question. I would say, think of it like this. What do you enjoy doing? Do you enjoy writing? If the answer is yes, go to Medium or start a blog, your own blog. But Medium already has the traffic, so why not? Or write long form articles and publish them on your LinkedIn profile. If you enjoy making videos, well, you already know it's YouTube. If you enjoy short form content, then try Instagram Reels or try Facebook or try Snapchat. It also depends. So that's the first thing. What do you already like doing? Second question you have to ask yourself is, where is the desired audience that you want to reach? Where is that audience already hanging out, right? If you want to do B2B business, you probably won't go to Snapchat. You might prefer to do it on LinkedIn. So there is that demographic specifics. Like, I know that some platforms are like so big, like Facebook, that it's almost everyone is in there. But I would say the second question you should ask yourself in terms of choosing the right platform is, where is your audience already hanging out? But in my opinion, the most important question, not platform. I'm not going to give you an answer with a platform. I'm not going to say it's YouTube, because it might not be for you. It is for me, it might not be for you. What I know is that it's very important to choose a platform you're comfortable with, because that's the type of content you like doing is kind of native for this one platform. That's why I started my answer. If you like writing, go to Medium. If you like video, go to YouTube. The reason is, you are going to be creating 300, 500 pieces of content if you want to make it to a level where you build a brand. So if you're doing something you actually don't like doing, you won't be doing it for very long. So find something that you enjoy doing, a format that you enjoy creating, and then you should naturally kind of figure out the platform.
That's very insightful, and I think I would like to now also kind of ask the next question, which Shrishti Kapoor has asked. I would request everybody who are asking questions to share their questions in the Q&A section, because in chat they can tend to kind of get lost. So if you could, there was a great question that Shrishti had asked, but I'll pick up another question because I can't find hers now. Somebody had asked that when you're trying to sell the templates as part of the creators program to Canva, who owns the copyright? I would like you to answer that question.
Yep. So that's kind of a technical question. I do not work particularly for the Canva creator program, but basically what you agree to do when you create for the Canva creator program, you will use Canva to create templates, and then you will submit these templates so that Canva users can use them. So you are still the owner. You still have kind of like the rights on that specific design, meaning if you want to also sell this template on another marketplace, you can do so. But then you will earn royalties on that specific template, meaning Canva will give you a percentage calculated, kind of like other big platforms like Udemy. They calculate how much income is given to you or Skillshare. So in terms of copyright, I do not have a very precise answer. I'm not going to pretend I know the answer perfectly well, but what I do know is that you're free to also sell this template somewhere else. Like there's a lot of people who are Canva creators, but they also sell on Etsy, they also sell on Creative Marketplace and other marketplaces. So it's not like it's exclusive, like the content that you will create will not be exclusively used by Canva. You can still use it in other places.
For those of you who don't know, Etsy or Shopify or other online stores are basically platforms where you can set up your own e-commerce store and sell stuff, whether it could be physical products or digital products like Canva templates or your own handicrafted stuff. So those are the platforms that you could use, and there are many. So these are just one example. Shrishti Kapoor, I found the question, had asked, can we make animated videos out of the with Canva? And I'm super happy to actually show you the video that you might have seen at the beginning of the session.
Yes,
was actually done on Canva. The whole thing.
I recognize.
Yeah. So, so the best part about Canva, for those of you who don't know, is that it doesn't matter if you are new at it or not. I mean, you can use it to make videos. You can use it to make a lot of stuff. So the next question that I have for you specifically is, there is a belief that I would rather use other software to do what somebody can do on Canva, right? So is Canva also for professional designers?
Yep. The short answer is yes. And you would be amazed about, you would be amazed on what can actually be created, like the level of professionalism you can achieve if you really know how to use Canva. And nowadays, like more and more agencies are finding and Canva is developing that segment of their product. They're finding that using Canva is actually a time saver for them. So like design agencies, digital agencies, because they now have a lot of control over templates that they can create for their client, or really like customization of certain things that their client will be able to change on a specific design, with other things that they cannot change. So you cannot mess up the templates. Basically, you can lock part of your templates. So this set of features is called Canva for Enterprise. These sets of features offer more control to the brand. So that's something that agencies really enjoy. I know a lot of journalists are also using Canva for the newsroom. So these there are obviously different types, different versions of Canva, but it is, in my opinion, the Canva product is really made for everyone. Like I was saying in the beginning of my presentation, Adobe products like Photoshop, InDesign, After Effects, they are very complex. Like it's something like if you open up one of these softwares for the first time, well, good luck, because it's pretty heavy. Like they are super powerful, and yes, they can achieve stuff that are more precise, more advanced, probably than Canva, but the learning curve is where it hurts. Like this is really where it hurts, and this is really where the Canva founders, Melanie Perkins and Cliff Obrecht, they observed that phenomenon going on. That design was not for everybody, and they wanted to make it accessible for everybody. Yeah. Try to run After Effects on your smartphone and design something decent. Like again, good luck. So Canva is really coming to fill this gap in the market, where instead of like an entrepreneur that needs these kind of design assets, instead of paying a designer to do so, that will probably use Photoshop and After Effects to create these assets, they can now do it themselves with the help of beautiful templates created by designers and easy drag and drop functionalities that will help you create what you need in a matter of an hour or two and for very low cost. So this is really where Canva shines. So is it for professionals as well? Yes. I mean, I know a lot of people building businesses with Canva, and yeah, the limitations are very little, I would say.
I mean, that's amazing. In fact, we are a testimony to the power of Canva. I'm sure you know a lot of people, but before the company that is organizing Spire Summit is Knorish, which is an online platform, basically Shopify for online courses. Anybody can launch their academy and sell online courses here. So before we pivoted to become Knorish, we ourselves were a design consulting firm, and we were doing a lot of design work for a lot of big brands. The point is, once we discovered Canva, today the situation is such that 90% of our design work is only Canva. Very rarely do we actually use other heavy softwares to design anything. Almost everything is being done on Canva, including all the collaterals for the Facebook and social media and for this event were done on Canva. So that's powerful.
Yeah.
So that's quite a saying. Next question, Arpita Mulgun, thank you for asking this question. For creating Canva templates for earning through the Canva program, is there any kind of prior training required? And my addition to that, are there any qualifications to be selected there?
Yes, so there is a selection process, obviously, and there's also different opportunities. So the program is not opened in the entire world yet. I'm not sure about India at the moment. It might be open. Again, I'm not working with this specific team, so I encourage you to Google Canva creators. You will find a landing page with some additional information, and you can apply there. So I do believe you have to submit your portfolio, and then it will be reviewed by the people who actually run this program at Canva, and they will get back to you if you make it to the program. Yes, so that is the actual state of the program. It might change in the future. It might be open to everyone, but it is still a beta program. So there is still some selection going on. So you need to have, I would say, good design skills already and a good portfolio to be able to make it to the Canva Creator Program. But again, it might change in the future. And I hope that at some point we will see this program available for everyone. But then we want to maintain this level of like the standard of quality in the Canva library, because like some designs are, let's admit it, like better than others. And at the moment, because we are launching this new project, this new program, we want the best templates to be available in the library.
Thank you so much. That makes absolute sense, because you need to maintain the quality of the template that is being made available to millions. So you need to make sure that only the best go out. So we have just a few minutes. I'll just quickly take 2 minutes of yours more. If you could share the link, the bit.ly link that you had in the last presentation, last slide. A lot of people have asked for it to be shared again, so that they could capture a screenshot of it.
This one?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's the feedback form if you want to leave us some feedback.
Yeah. And so for people who are, while Ronny is doing that, for people who want to find him, just go on YouTube, and the screen sharing is not on. So you'll have to.
It's not on anymore. Okay, sorry.
No. Yeah. Oh, that's the feedback form link if you want to share your feedback for the session. And if you want
to
the
YouTube channel.
Yeah, exactly. The YouTube channel link is what they were asking for, but you can also Google it or go to YouTube and just type Canva or design for Canva, and you'll be able to find people, the communities there, and you can engage with Ronny and his team there.
Yep. Is there any more question? I'm happy to stay. You probably have a schedule, but for me, it's the end of the day, so I'm happy to answer a few more questions if there are some more.
I'll just quickly go through the list here. There are some basic questions which I'm not going to talk about, which are more about the pricing of Canva and all that. For that, you can all go to canva.com and get the information there. And Mohit, could you please share your question again? I can't see it. So Mohit is asking, the question I saw from Mohit was, how can one become a Canva certified creator? He has already answered that question, or is there a different answer to this?
Yes. So Canva creators and the Canva certified creatives are two different community programs. So the Canva creators are the people who are designers. They will create templates that will be surfaced in the Canva library. That's one. The Canva certified creatives are our brand ambassador program. So currently we have about 150 Canva certified creatives. We call them CCC Canva certified creative. And they are from all over the world. We have, I believe, one person from India. Her name is Harmeet Kaur. And she works with a non-profit organization in India called Girls Meet Tech. So she's a great person. I've had the chance to talk to her different times, but basically to make it to this level of brand ambassador at Canva, you have to go through different stages. And it starts with becoming a Canva affiliate. So if you're interested in starting creating content for Canva and maybe make it to this kind of like top community for our top brand ambassadors, I encourage you to Google Canva affiliate program, and you will find the first steps there. But you have to start at this kind of like, this is the entry door to the community programs. You have to become an affiliate.
Thank you so much, Ronny, for taking the time out and spending the time and educating everybody about Canva and the program and how people can make money online with Canva. This was an amazing session, great insights for us. And thank you for taking the time out to meet us today.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.